Today was my first full day alone since traveling for 6 months with my partner and my sister. And probably alone for the first time in years. I was in quarantine with my partner. So it was a really big day of nurturing and love. I was able to do whatever I wanted that day, take up the space that I needed, instead of projecting love out all the time, which tends to be easier for me. I was able to focus inward and send all of that love to me. Yoga often helps. At the end of yoga yesterday, we bow down and we don't thank the teacher, we don't thank any guru. We bow down and we thank ourselves for showing up. This is why I love yoga. It's, as the yoga teachers say, it's take yoga off the mat, live yoga in your life. And it was an hour and a half in my day where it's being gentle, moving my body, deep relaxation, living in the moment, everything that feels good. But also at the end, thanking myself for showing up to give myself that gift. How often do we stop in our busy lives and give ourselves that gift? Yesterday at lunch, I met amazing, beautiful people yesterday, all day. Beautiful people, automatically listening to their journeys. There's no small talk. It's learning about their growth and their personal journey. One man was talking about his journey of self-love, like a lot of people are working on, I think. Like it's not a destination, it's a little step. And I loved his definition of love, which is love exists. You don't need to attain love. It's simply surrender. And in life, he was saying how much we resist. That's so me. I create so much tension in my body and so much resistance to loving myself, or resisting to loving others, or tension in the body. We would just let that dissolve. Love is there. Love is always there. And so just simply stopping the resistance and allowing and surrendering into it. That's our ultimate goal, not finding the self-love that I'm searching for in the moment. Another teacher was sharing that same day about simply accepting that it's there. We don't need to work on self-love. It's about accepting that love exists, accepting that it's there. Part of the workshop I'm going to join next week, it's called Growing in Love. And the workshop, as the teacher mentioned, is all about what does the heart long for? So I didn't know. I didn't have that answer. What is my heart really longing for? I'm not sure. Meditation that night was beautiful. The handpan guitar, an amazing singer, and they were doing a concert as a meditation, and it was just so magical and delightful to hear them and their voices echo in this big meditation hall. 75 people or so were there meditating together. My heart's so open, it almost brought to tears. It's so beautiful, that sound. And I was meditating and realizing, what does my heart long for? And it longs to feel safe. It longs that when I, let's say, give my heart to someone, that it's held gently, taken care of, respected, appreciated, like a precious, something very precious to be taken care of, not discarded or tossed around or swept under the rug, but something so precious for the other person that they really want to make sure it's taken care of and safe. Also for myself, sometimes I feel so scared in the world. I'm by myself, anxiety for the future. And I had a beautiful life, but where does that anxiety come from? I think it's because I don't feel safe. I don't feel, on some level, safe for the future. I just want my heart to feel protected and safe. Because I feel like, the world events, it all has imprints. Everything happening in the world, all the pain and the suffering, and where I feel like we're all connected, and so there's these memories and imprints onto ourselves and our hearts. As I'm reading, we take that in, and it just becomes at times overwhelming and like a hostile world, instead of seeing the beauty and feeling that, my heart is safe here on earth. It can be open. It doesn't have to be closed and restricted in fear and anxiety. Also really envisioning, this ideal partnership that I want. I think I have this dream relationship, but it causes my heart pain and sadness, and bringing up issues of self-worth. I feel like I can never be enough, or this man, never sexy enough, and kind enough, gentle enough, never patient enough, never. I don't know the story he has about me, his perceptions of me. I just don't know. It's the perceptions I have of myself in the relationship is that I'm an angel, I'm perfect, I've never been nicer and more generous and more giving and more loving ever in my life. And for him, it's not enough. Compared to other relationships he's been in, so it breaks my heart. I don't feel safe anymore. Like my heart is held safely. So I allow myself to envision what is that ideal relationship that I want. If this is what I thought was perfect, what could be even more of a dream? I never really allowed myself to think like that, because for me, I was so happy. I was so in love. I thought I had found my dream man. But I guess it's not a dream if I'm not his dream woman. So I thought about what's really important for me right now in my life. I'm deep in this spiritual journey. I prioritize spirituality. I prioritize personal growth, deep personal growth. That's a huge priority for me. And love. Until I was 35, I was very career driven and achiever mode, and trying to be successful and grow and really for survival, to be financially stable, to take care of myself in this world where I'm alone. And then it was like, okay, I achieved a lot. Recognitions, my dream home, company. I would look around, and I actually, one day I showed up, I was single for maybe 2 years. A new car, and I never gifted myself with any new car before. I just drove into my parking lot one day, and maybe I was listening to a podcast or something. It's like, yeah, you could have everything in your life, a white picket fence, but the most important thing is love. And I look up, and my whole balcony that I just painted that summer was this bright white, I was like, yeah, my white picket fence. I have everything, but I don't have love. So it started my journey of prioritizing love, putting value on relationship, in my 20s, it was like, whatever. Maybe it was easier for me to meet men in my 20s. Like, there's lots of single people. And then in my 30s, it's like, oh, this is more rare. This is more sacred. Finding partnership is an experience. It's a journey. And so I started to prioritize relationship. And so that's my value. I value love now. What does that mean? I put more energy and more priority into it. And I want to find a partnership that has the same goals. Their finances are taken care of. Their journey now is living their spiritual truth, living their purpose, and valuing love. And that could be a partnership of facilitating workshops together. Me and my partner, I love when there's these masculine, feminine energies come together, and we create a space of spiritual workshop. I wanted that with my previous partner. I really wanted that. I asked for that probably in the first year of our relationship. Wow, let's do workshops together. And he said yes, but on a physical level, he wasn't ready. So I'm going and I'm teaching, and I really want to manifest a relationship where I can do spiritual teachings and live that life in relationship where love is such a priority and so valued, and my heart is held with so much love and reverence and care and respect, and I trust that it will be safe for that person. During the meditation last night, the discourse was actually the theme of love, and I found that perfect for my day of nurturing and love, reflections on love. And the discourse was talking about how, we're all in this search of self-love and finding romantic partners and love, and topic of love, and that we need to stop trying so hard. It's out of our control. We try and control it. Like me. I want to feel love and be in love and have this feeling, and just, you cannot. It comes to you, and you can't control it. You can't control when you fall madly in love and meet some partner. It was just a nice, gentle reminder. Stop trying. Stop trying. This is something we can't control. Even though my anxious heart and my anxious attachments want to control the situations, I realize I can't own it. control. Okay, I need to work on my self-love. No, it's the opposite. The more I'm trying to work on it, the farther I'm going. That's like meditation. The more you want enlightenment, the farther you go, because of that want, that attachment to it. It's actually bringing you farther from the truth. So, a day of surrender, a day of nurturing, a day of just non-control, acceptance, letting myself relax, letting myself have a nap, letting myself, being gentle with myself, thanking myself for showing up, for giving me this time and space, even for the next 37 nights in this beautiful place in the jungle. Beautiful, beautiful place that I've gifted myself with. What a beautiful gift I've given myself. To just feel proud of myself for taking such good care. I deserve this. I've worked hard to be able to be in a position for this.